Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. The Black Beast does it, UFC 229. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more fighting. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in fighting and boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chat channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We work in UFC 229. Very good card. Ovince St. Preux just got knocked out. I want to talk about the Derrick Lewis fight. I think the Derrick Lewis fight was also an awesome fight. I think the UFC 229 card, especially I'm gearing up for the main event, Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. I think that should deliver as well. So I'm looking forward to it. But so far, UFC 229 has delivered. And, you know, there's some really good fights on here. I think it's going to set records too, especially with it being the return of Conor McGregor. And I think Conor McGregor's star power, even though he lost to Floyd Mayweather, it was in a completely different sport. And maybe some people who weren't checking for Conor McGregor gained a new appreciation for him. So I can't wait to tune into the main event. But UFC 229, Derrick Lewis, he stunned Alexander Volkov with the unexpected kind of late KO. It was like one of those fights where it looked like we knew the outcome and what the outcome was going to be, but just in true underdog spirit, true fighting sport, you never know. It's not over till it's over. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. And Derrick Lewis, we knew he had power, but he was able to get it off, and he connected on Volkov with a nasty right. He was clearly hurt from it. He dropped to the mat, fell, and Lewis seized the opportunity like a true champ and started destroying him with ground and pound. He landed about a half dozen punches unanswered. Herb Dean gave Volkov every opportunity to try to stay in the fight, but it was a rightful stoppage. I would say he was still conscious, but probably the third punch that connected after he had already hit this was the sequence. It was the big right hand. He drops to the mat. Derrick Lewis jumps on top of him, Black Beast style, you know, and hit him with like two flush-ass punches, ground and pound. And about the third one, I want to say, Volkov was out of there. Like, you know, he was not conscious anymore. So referee Herb Dean naturally is going to step in, and, you know, it was just a fierce performance, and it just goes to show you to hold on. I thought Volkov, he was doing good. 6'7", Russian, tough, kept a good range, and, you know, there was moments where it was back and forth, but overall it looked like Volkov was on the way to win. So, you know, you can never underestimate your opponent. Think just because you dominated or controlled the distance and stuff like that, that it's not over, especially with these big punchers. And we knew Derrick Lewis was a big puncher. This is also a good redemption fight from his outing with Francis Ngannou. I thought that fight would be more like what we seen in this fight, you know, where someone gets slept and stuff like that. But Ngannou maybe was cautious from the Stipe Miocic loss, and he didn't fight the same way, therefore making it kind of a boring fight and lackluster. So this was a hell of a comeback type of performance where he's back in the fans' good graces, because it was a Hail Mary. And you know, Volkov really messed up here, because he needed a Hail Mary punch to kind of win the fight and turn things in his favor. And instead of like dancing around, keeping your space, you're 6'7", you know, keeping some range, keeping some distance in that octagon. You gave him what he wanted, and he was able to connect, and him being a big puncher. And then, you know, that's all she wrote. But congrats to Derrick Lewis. Post-fight, he was wilding. Speaking to Joe Rogan, he was taking his trunks off. They're like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "Man, my balls is hot." You know, he started ranting, saying Donald Trump told him to knock this Russian motherfucker out, and he was saying all types of stuff. He was clearly happy and jovial, and just, you know, happy with his victory. It was a hard-fought victory. He got hurt in this fight, held on Black Beast style, and, you know, came back. But you know, I like what I see, and again, this was a much more favorable type of outing than when he fought Ngannou, to be honest. This was what we expect from the Black Beast. So, great fight. It just goes to show you, you know, when the going gets tough, guys with power, you can't count them out. They're dangerous until the final bell. And Volkov learned that the hard way. He should have just kept his distance, and he definitely would have won on points. But, you know, anything can happen in combat fighting sports. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to watch the main event. UFC 229. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe to the videos. Ego signing. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.